Hello everybody and welcome back to another Figurehead Reviews video, and today we are taking a look at the Marvel Legends Armored Thanos Build-A-Figure Wave Citizen V. We have Citizen V here in the front window. We get his name down there at the bottom. We get nothing at the top. We get some artwork on both sides, and then on the back we get an expanded view of that artwork. Down here at the bottom we do have all the other figures needed in this wave to complete the Thanos Build-A-Figure, and at the top we have the read-up. Baron Helmut Zemo adopts the alias Citizen V and leads the heroic Thunderbolts into battle against various villains. And down here at the bottom, you do have the UPC code if you want to check with your local retailer to see if they have this in stock. But enough about that. Let's get this open and take a look at Citizen V. And here is Citizen V outside of the packaging. And very similar to the Nighthawk figure in the sense that we get another Bucky cap sculpt and then combined with this plastic cape. And that's going to lead to some pretty limited articulation that we're going to get for this figure as well. And in addition, all these figures, and I've probably heard me talk about it a few times in some other reviews, a lot of these figures just feel very gummy in the joints, so posing has been really kind of weird. But anyway, we're going to get a better look at that sword first, as that's the only accessory he comes with. He does come with the Build-A-Figure piece for Thanos, which we'll take a look at once we build that. But let's start with that sword, and then we're going to get a better look at Citizen V. And here is the sword that comes with Citizen V, and it's just pretty standard looking, all one color, no deco. It is a little bit bent out of the box. I'm sure the hot water trick would work fine with this. I just wanted to kind of show that out of the box or out of the packaging, yours might be a little warped as well. But some pretty cool design in there. I kind of wish we had some sort of paint going on down there, but then again, I'm kind of glad we don't, just because I'd hate for that to rub off on the inside of his hand or anything like that. But yeah, pretty standard looking blade, so pretty cool. Let's go ahead now though and take a look at Citizen V. And here is Citizen V up close, and yeah, that mask design is pretty cool, I will admit. You can kind of see the eyes behind it and the nose, with keeping still that just look of mystery on there. So I think that is really well done, looks pretty cool. But the rest of the figure is, as mentioned, just another Bucky cap mold. We get these wraps here. You get some wraps on the arms, fisted hand, and then his gripping hand for holding the sword. And then you just get some pretty generic looking boots there. So the body is not a whole lot going on, so that's one thing that kind of bums me out about this figure, is it's another Bucky cap with some very, very light use materials and accessories there. Then, looking at the cape there with the shoulder pads, that came out really good. The paint actually came out looking, yeah, really good. The stars came out okay. Stripes came out okay. I like it. And you do get that sort of flowing design, and it does just port in the back, so you do have that classic Bucky cap spot there, and you do get the port, so you can just pop it on. That way it's not going to be going anywhere anytime soon. Maybe. There we go. And yeah, so similar to my thoughts on Nighthawk, it's a little lackluster just to get another Bucky cap with a couple additions. I will say this, I'm going to have to do something. That leg, as you can see, came out pretty warped. I'll have to run that knee under hot water and try to get that bent back into normal shape. And that kind of just goes with the gumminess that a lot of these figures in this wave feel like. So I don't know, that is a little bit of a bummer, but I'll go ahead and get that straightened out here at some point before I put them on display anyway. And taking a look at the scale here on Citizen V, the tops of his mask are actually tipping in at about a little over the actually right about 6.5 inches. As far as articulation goes, as mentioned, it is a standard Bucky cap mold, but you have a head that can go down quite a ways, can look up quite a ways as well. This arm isn't going to come up or really rotate with that cloak in the way. This one you can bring up, but again, not a whole lot of rotation going on. You do have a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, and then hinge and rotation at each of the wrists. You have an ab crunch that can go down a little bit, and it can go back, but you're not really going to get it to go back with that cloak in the way. You do have a waist articulation, legs that can come apart that far, and this one you can see is still misshapen. I haven't fixed it yet. And then we can kick forward, backwards, upper thigh cut, double jointed knee, boot cut, and a ankle hinge with ankle pivot. And finally, here is the entire wave standing next to each other. We have Nighthawk, Living Laser, Captain America, Ebony Maw, the Armored Thanos Build-A-Figure, Hercules, Ronin, and Citizen V. And this is actually a pretty big-looking group here when you get them all side by side, but all in all, not too bad of a wave. And that about does it for this review, everyone. And overall, I have to say, similar to the Nighthawk figure, I'm a little bit disappointed with this guy just because it's the Bucky Cap mold. We don't get any sort of real range of motion because of the cape, but it might be something where they realize that you weren't going to get a whole lot of range of motion because of the cape, so maybe the Bucky Cap mold at this point is just a cheaper mold to produce. I don't know. I mean, the head sculpt came out okay. The cape actually design did come out okay, but the body, just there's not a whole lot to it. You get those wrapped hands, that wrap around the waist, and then just some plain looking boots. So it's a cool looking figure, but I just don't see him flying off the shelf. And I think similar to Nighthawk, I just feel like he might become a peg warmer. But with that being said, that is it for this review, guys. If you do like this review, though, please hit that like button. Subscribe for more content just like this. And aside from that, thanks for watching my video, and have a great day.